So I go to Miami just for dinner.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. And what a horrendous start to this game. He can't keep the opening kick in bounds. So they're off now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, they need 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pass complete to Walker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Buffalo first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Again, Allen to the air. Walker hauls it in. And he's taken down at the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action now with Allen. Jump off caught by his back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. To throw again, it's Allen. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Allen on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Ball stays at that 37 here, 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19, Panther 60.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Complete out to the right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Red. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Hits his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Titans have a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. DK's the motion man. Ward, a quick throw, complete. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Tennessee first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Tennessee.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Lions, Warriors 70.
Again, Ward going to the air. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's going to be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
Ready.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Rambo 80.
Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. Got TK, complete. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Get it. Cougar 19. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They go to him again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal?
Hawk 70, Hawk Viking 18. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's Ward. And he has the Tennessee touchdown. The Titans have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They start out 2nd and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. Tony Pollard on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They give it to him again. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Ready.
1st and 10 here.
Ward. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Not 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Ward. Chased out to his right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On the 6.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
2.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 70 Cougar 19.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The punt heads towards the sideline. Not returnable. Well done. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Round 80. That's it.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Hand off on 2nd and short. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Allen on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
At the 43-yard line.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills start to fight back with their first points of this game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
On is Katie York for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills tie this game 7-7.
Cade York to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. And we're still waiting for the scoring for anybody ready to get going as we hit our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get some late points and the lead. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bills 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set the kickoff.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And that one won't stay inside of the landing zone. It finds the sideline, and this drive's going to start from the 40. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Complete over the middle. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him on the slant. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
5 wide. Round 8.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
319.
To throw again, it's Allen. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. We'll return this one up across the 35 before he goes out.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Ready.
On first down, they'll run. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
18 cards, Buffalo 18. 60 Eagles, 60
Ward now. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Comes up empty on that one. So they're left facing third and long.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Here we go, set.
Throw here, third down. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, we gonna
Here's the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready,
Titans to the line now. First and 10.
get it.
Ward off the play fake. Downfield to DK. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run here on first down. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready,
Here's Ward. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Titans have the first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on. Brock, add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Ward, a quick throw, complete. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Okay,
So a
ready?
new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Ready? 18 cards. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
That one connects. And that is a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Round 80. Middle. Go. All 52. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. All in left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
That throw behind his intended target.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Still inches to go on third down.
Ready? What's that?
Here's Allen. Hits his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
What's that?
Allen now on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on. I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Allen gonna throw again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The intended target there was Torrey Horton. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
They are going for it. Allen. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Got TK, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Bills 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Completed to his running back. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Bills football and their season on the line here as they trail. Second and 3 now. Play action now with Allen. Vacates quickly left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Allen on 3rd and short. This connects with Higgins. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Now Allen off the play action. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Allen on third down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, Allen to the air. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Titans take possession at their own 7-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Back-to-back carries here. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Back to the well again. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Come on, set. Ready,
Another carry for him. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 41. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Here we go.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And the hit helped send him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Allen. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game